Hi guys, today is not a vlog, kind of explaining situation. You know what happened in Korea right now, right? Let me tell you about the coronavirus, which is also known as COVID-19, which is serious right now in Korea. The COVID-19 is, as you know, is highly contagious disease. But at the beginning, we didn't think this disease is that serious. Because a few years ago, we did prevent well when the disease SARS and MERS happened. We handled it very well, as I know. So this time, I think it's like similar as before, but it's not. Okay, January 19th, the first case of COVID-19 was Chinese woman, 60 years old or something. She already get medical care and already cured and go back home, I don't know. After the day, it seems like our government handled well. They find the suspect cases, and they tracked everyone, and they try to prevent everything. Where the restaurant, where the tourist sites, where the hospital they have been, and government notice to us, and we check our schedule, and if the day I have been there, then I can go to hospital to check. So it seems like it is handled well, and it goes fast away, I think. And all my friends and many of people in here think like that. So the end of the January, only 11 have a disease, only 11 cases. But February, the situation goes really bad. As the disease is highly contagious, it spread very fast. From January 19 to January 31, only 11 people. So we can think one day, one people or two people. But in February, start from last week, 2 weeks ago, 100 cases are found in a day. Yesterday, more than 200. Today is February 28th. The number of cases of the disease are more than 2,000 right now. Today, 9 a.m., the government announced 2,000. In a 1 month, like 2,000 cases are found. It's amazing. And 24,000 people are under inspections. The growth rate is rapidly increasing. Briefly, experts said the March is important month, increasing or decreasing. So what we have to do is take care of ourselves, try to prevent us from getting infected. These days, I'm not saying that I don't go out anywhere. But as you know, I just finished a really difficult, hard test before, and I have a free time before the new university's semester. So I have a free time, and my original plan was doing a part-time job or full-time job, whatever, make some money, and other time I will always go out and hang out with my friend, but I can't right now. I barely go out these days. I feel like I'm in jail in my house jail. Today is my class registration day, so I wake up and do that, search the subject and everything, and I just finished it. I wanted to make a free day, at least one day in a weekday, but I failed. I need to search more information about the registration, and I have no idea which class is famous and many people wants to take, so my mistake. Anyway, back to the subject. This virus started from China, the city named Wuhan. But you know, in these days, in internet and everywhere, you can easily see the people feel they don't like Chinese or something. But I don't think it's right. No one wants to get a disease, and no one wants to infect other on purpose. You know what I mean? If you try to find something to blame, then blame virus cells. That would be reasonable. And blame just a little bit of Chinese government because they made a mistake. I don't want to explain that right now, so you can Google it. The doctor, his name is Li Wenliang. You can Google it, and then the judgment is up to you. Okay. The best option for us to prevent the disease is wearing a mask when you go out and wash your hands as much as you can. Bring a sanitizer, the small ones, small bottle ones, and then you can clean your hands whenever you can. But the problem is it's really hard for us to buy that because already people bought a lot and some bad sellers just keep everything and sell it in the really high price. If you are in Korea and you don't know how to buy the mask, then when you go out and if you see any pharmacy, then just go and then ask them there has any mask or the Olive Young or like that stores. If you are lucky, then you can find it. I was kind of lucky guy. I always find a mask in that way. And if you have a plan to come to Korea and you can't cancel, then you might buy a mask in your country and then bring in here and then wear it. In here, you can see on the media like news or articles or people's Instagram. There are many people are wearing masks in Korea right now. If you take a subway, if you are not wearing a mask, then I can tell you are the only one who are not wearing a mask. Almost everyone, 90% I think. So in Korea, wearing a mask is normal right now. When the tiny dust pollute our air, we should have worn mask, but that time it feels kind of weird for us to wearing a mask in the road. It's like, why? Don't need it. Don't need mask. But these days, we feel like, if you are not wearing a mask, then why? it changed it. And I heard something interesting. As I heard in America, if Asian wearing a mask, then people try to avoid them because of they might have a disease. So yeah, it's reasonable. I can say it's reasonable, but not the whole of them who are wearing a mask have a disease. Just they want to prevent, and they don't even if they don't want infect you. So I think wearing a mask is good way for everyone, like in this serious situation. If I'm wrong, then just let me know, please. I just read some articles and YouTube videos as well. This is why I made a video. In news and the media, they say it's like a super serious, and if I only see the news or medias about the Korea situation, then I might think, oh, there is like a train to Busan, zombie is all our country or something like that. Empty road, no restaurant, no food in the mart. No, not that situation. I want to explain how the situation is exaggerated. As I told you, I sometimes go out, and whenever I go out, I can see many people in Hongdae, Shincheon, Ide areas, and whole of them, I mean the foreigners, they are wearing a mask and they're doing shopping. And in restaurant, the amount of people are less than usual, but still there has. And you know why? I told you there are 2,000 cases in Korea. In Seoul, only 62. I'm not sure about its right term for using only 62. Anyway, 62 people are in Seoul, and near Seoul, Gyeonggi area is similar amount. Have you heard about Shincheonji religions? Let me tell this first. We numbered when people has a virus. So there has the first case, second case, blah 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 blah, like now in 2,000 case, and there has one woman who is the 31 case. She's amazing. She went hospital because she feels not good in her body. So she was checked. At the first time, the hospital is not sure about she really have a disease or not. So she was under inspection, and the day after, the hospital asked her to check again because there has a possibility that she has a disease. So hospital asked her to come hospital again, and she reject twice. And she just said, I didn't go any foreign country these days, so I have no possibility to get disease. Why should I go? She was one of Shincheonji members. This time I don't blame the religion things. I respect every religion. I'm not saying about the religion, okay? Anyway, she was been to some pray things. I don't know how they call. That was held in Daegu area. That time the place is so small, and their way to pray is sit down nearby people. I will link the pictures. So crowded, and one of them has a disease. And what happened? So many people get infected, and then they didn't know they got disease because the symptom comes out after a week. So a week, so many people spread and go out in Daegu area. Now Daegu, there are so many cases. Daegu is a big city, but not big as much as a Seoul or Gyeonggi area. But thanks to the 31 case woman, now there has 1,314 cases. Can you imagine? The number of total cases are 2,000, around 2,000 or something, but 1,314 is there. So many. And near the area, like Gyeongsangdo province and Busan area, 90% of cases are that area. I'm so sorry for the Daegu and Gyeongsangdo people. She should have checked before, and she should have not rejected the hospital's suggestion. After that happened, so many people are angry about that, and now, if hospital asks someone to come back and check again, then no one can reject. So what I want to say is, I feel really bad for saying this, but as an information, if you had a plan to come to Seoul, then I recommend you to find another chance to come Korea. Or if you can't cancel, then just follow the instruction, wearing a mask, sanitizer, cover your mouth when you cough like this, and just basic things. Don't be too nervous, and there are so many fake news, so don't trust everything. Some bad people using that in a political way, which I really hate. Anyway, don't get too much scared. This is what happened in Korea. These days, I kind of feel afraid of searching the virus in the internet to check how many new peoples. And I'm also tired of being home in my free days. My free days was not supposed to spend like this. My semester is delayed, so I got more free days. Maybe I can study the books I bought before the last video. It's kinda still new. Anyway, this is how it's going in Korea, and I just wanna let you know. Okay, thanks for watching, and comment if you have any questions. See you later.